Hello everyone, Brian here with Product Impressions. In addition to this YouTube channel and my day job, I also play music and host trivia games, and to that effect I need to have some manner of PA system. I've been using a pretty cheap one off of Amazon thus far from a company called Alphasonic, but Best Buy offered me the chance to try this new S1 Pro Plus wireless PA system from Bose. And based on my prior experience with their headphones and speakers, I am eagerly looking forward to trying this new PA system from Bose. So let's go ahead and crack this thing open, see what we get. All right, first things first, let's take a look at the controls on the side of this Bose PA unit. First up, you've got your power button down here. You just kind of press it twice, and you can see things are coming on over here. Each one of these controls, or these knobs, you may or may not be able to see it, but it says volume, 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 and you can turn the knob in order to adjust the volume as you might expect. Underneath there on each one of these, you can see it says treble. So if you press the button on, let's do it on the top one here, you can see treble, and now you can rotate the knob to turn that up and down, and same again for bass. And on this first one, you also have a reverb function, so you can turn on reverb if you're running your vocals through the first track here, or the first channel. On the second one, you've also got volume, treble, bass, and reverb. And on the third one, we have volume, treble, bass. That is it. You do also, however, see the battery life indicator on here. So I've been using this for at least a few hours, and we have lost 1 notch out of 4 on the battery level. Around the other side here, you can see you've got a microphone line in on one, microphone line in on line 2, and on line 3 you've got either a 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch standard headphone jack size. Here is the 1/8 inch, and it also connects Bluetooth to here. I've run my phone into here so that you can have background music playing. That is quite nice. You can charge your phone through either of the USB power ones here, and you've got a line out if you want to run the signal out to another speaker as well. So those are all of your basic controls. You can also press and hold on these to get into some other settings as well, and that depends, the settings available depend on the track. So there's like 4 or 5 different ones that you can adjust for each of these. Let's just go back to the main thing. All right. So through this, you can get your mix adjusted however you want. And yeah, that's it. It's pretty straightforward. You do have some spaces here. There are accessories that you can buy to connect wireless lines in for inputs 1 and 2. Best Buy did not provide those for me, so I do not have them, and this is not yet available to people, so I don't believe those accessories are available yet either. But you can pop out these rubber gaskets, and there you can see it basically just has a hole there that the built-in or the available accessory plugs in there, syncs with the line, charges up, and then you can connect that to your microphone in order to actually have it go through wirelessly. Now let's, yeah, that's basically all of the controls on this. Let's get it plugged in and see how we like it. All right. What I've been using a lot lately has been this PA system that you see here. As you can tell, it is at least 2 or 3 times the size of the Bose one. I would say that we do have significantly more volume out of here, and the audio comes through very crisply out of either one once you get the settings right for you. But the reason why I'm showing both of these here is that there is an additional concern when it comes to actually filling a room with audio. This one, it's great for a large space, but at the same time, if you are going to be talking over, say, 100 people who are also talking while you are in a noisy bar, as I do when I'm hosting trivia games, you need to have the volume turned up quite high. Here, this is what it sounds like, just very low volume. The point where this becomes problematic, right now the audio is only coming out of here. I have the microphone running straight into here, and what I wanted to try and do was use this, the Bose system, as an auxiliary. Now let's see what happens when I start turning up the volume on here, which is currently at 0. I'm going to start turning it up. As soon as I get up to about maybe 30% volume, I start getting feedback even though I was not talking into the microphone, there's no music playing, there is no other sound. You immediately get feedback when this is set up as the auxiliary unit. Now I have reversed the cords, so the microphone is going into the Bose first, and then this is set up as an auxiliary unit separately. Right now the volume is turned down quite low, but as I'm going to turn it up here, it's getting quite loud. I'm not sure how this is going to come through on the microphone. Hello, welcome to Poorhouse Trivia. As you can see, I'm not going to go any louder than that because my apartment is a fairly small space. But in any case, you can hear it runs through perfectly. So, at least my takeaway initially on testing this out is if you want to use this as an auxiliary unit to another, the line has to go in to the Bose first, and then whatever other speaker you have, that one gets set up as the auxiliary unit. I have no idea why you would get feedback immediately on turning up the volume when it's the other way around. But as you can just see here, that is exactly what happens. It's entirely possible that would be different if you had a different line that can go from a microphone output to the 1/4-inch input that I showed you on here. I have no idea why that might make a difference, but I have no idea why running from the first one into the Bose would cause feedback in the first place. So, in any case, can you use this to expand your sound? Yes, but you are really going to have to test your system out before you go and actually try and set it up in someone else's space, because nobody likes feedback. It's immediately painful for everyone. Yeah, you need to make sure that you test things out before you take it out to actually use in public. Hopefully this has been of some help to you. Oh, I also want to say that I do not have the wattage output rating for Bose. Something to note is that Bose does not provide that information with any of their products, because they have their own proprietary algorithms and whatever it is that they use to reproduce the sound. So I will say that the volume that can be achieved is a little bit less on this one than it is on this. However, this one being 3 times the size and probably about double the weight without having a battery like this one does, yeah, the Bose one is going to be a significantly higher quality item. So, but once again, it's a price difference. I want to say this one maybe $200, this one $700 to $800 at least upon initial release. So, yeah, significant price difference. If you are on a budget, go with something cheap. If you just need volume, this is one from a company called Alphasonic. It seems to be reasonable. I've seen several of these and they all seem to work well. However, I have had this one for a couple of years and you can see there's no handle on this side. It just flat out broke off when I was carrying it. Thankfully, the rest of the unit survived that fall, but it's something to consider. Something like this, higher quality construction, I do not expect this thing to fall apart anytime soon. I've had other Bose products for years and years and had no problem with them whatsoever. So, yeah, hopefully this has been of some help to you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer whatever I can. But otherwise, yeah, like, share, subscribe. I will see you next time.